Hello and welcome back here to our Blyth Spartans series on FM22. Today we are taking on Bristol Rovers and Crawley in the league. That is League 2. But before we get into the games, here's how we've gotten on since the last time. After that Sutton game, we took on Port Vale, got a 2-1 victory over them. We got an early goal through Jordan Hickey before Port Vale got the equalizer in the 88th minute after a Harvey Cullinan own goal. But Melanik Ali gets the game winner in the 92nd minute to give the Spartans the 3 points. Then we took on Scunthorpe and got a 2-1 victory. And that is with Toby Lees getting himself sent off in the 29th minute. Very poor from Toby. Then into the Papa John's Trophy, we took on League 1 Sheffield Wednesday, and we took them all the way to the brink, but they got the winner in the 90th minute, just before the game ends, and we were going to take them to penalties. We were very much outmatched in that game, but I'm proud of the fight we put up. So now we only have league games left in the season. We have been knocked out of all 3 cups we were in. So off the loss against Sheffield, we took on Cambridge, and it ends in a goalless draw before we got back to winning ways with a 2-0 victory over Exeter. Watson and Hickey getting the goals, and then we faced off against Scunthorpe for the second time in December and got a 5-1 victory. And a great moment for our youngster, Jonathan Bevan, gets his very first senior goal. And a great moment for our youngster as we saw Jonathan Bevan get his very first senior goal. Proud moment for our young Welsh midfielder. And we have been flying in the league, and we see us sitting top of the table, a 6-point lead and a game in hand. Just absolutely incredible. We're in the form of our life. Just absolutely impressive. Here is a look at my manager profile. We are currently studying for our Continental A license. The attributes are looking like this. We've come a long way. Absolutely loving it here at Blyth. So just some things that I do. Consistency is key. I don't really tweak the formation. We have something that works. And we have our players trained for the formation and the positions. So that is extremely key. We didn't have a lot of turnover in our team either, so the players are all familiar with each other, except for the few additions that we did make. So if we go over here and look at the units, you can see what I'm talking about. So we have our keepers training as the sweeper keeper role on support, as that is what we play. And we do that for each and every position. Now obviously, some players rotate into a couple of different positions and roles, but I have them training on what would be their primary role, or what they're best at. And I cannot stress how important this is. It takes a lot of time, especially at the beginning of a save. You have to go through each and every single player and set them up. I do the same thing for our youth teams. Gotta get them training and ready to go from the young age. And then what is key is also going into the calendar and your training and setting up the training. So December is pretty much done, but if we go over here to January, I'll just give you a quick breakdown of what I do. So starting off here, we will be facing off against Crawley Town at home. So instead of a match preview, which pretty much doesn't do anything, we're going to train as a match preparation of attacking movement. And we're going to do the same thing for the Mansfield game as we are at home. Put that on attacking. We're also going to throw in community outreach and team bonding. Both of these help out with the happiness and morale with the team, as well as team cohesion. Makes the team gel. So we'll just go ahead and confirm that. Now looking at next week, it's preset as physical. So if we go in and look at it, you can see the intensity is very, very high. So starting off in front of Bradford, we're going to be away, so we're going to put it on a defensive shape. And we're also going to change this to outfield. Now I don't mind having some physical stuff, but 2 days before the game, that is too much. So what we're going to do, we're going to pick something technical here, and we're just going to try and do a ball retention. And we're also going to take off this physical and put outfield here as well. And we'll throw in some community and teamwork. So yeah, I won't go through the whole entire calendar here for January, but what I would do is go through and especially change the match preview to either attacking movement or defensive shape. And you also want to make sure you keep the intensity down, especially right before this game. So the last thing I'll show you as an example here is if we go in front of this Newport County game, that is a very high intensity day right before the Newport County game. So we don't want to do physical training the day before a match. So we'll put this as outfield. We'll put this as defensive shape, and then we'll just remove this third training and put that as rest. Then the day after, we definitely want to have a recovery in there. And then we'll just change this to team bonding and do that. So training is a very, very key piece to not only development of your players, but also your performance. If you just completely leave it up to your ass man, you're gonna get screwed over. So now that we've gone over some of that fun stuff, let's go ahead and take a look at the team that is going to be taking on Bristol Rovers. We have got most of our team back from injuries, although Luke Kundle is going to be out for a few weeks, and Cullinan is out suspended for 2 matches because he's picked up 10 yellow cards already in the season. Yeah, 10 yellow cards. We've played like 20 games. Not great. So the team is Mitchell, Martin, Elise, Grant, Oxlade, Chamberlain, Reiki and Sharif in midfield, Ali, O'Donnell, Bob, and Pollock leading the way. We are at home at Croft Park. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. First highlight, it looks like it's going to be a Bristol Rovers free kick, and it is. Oh, that's a great ball over the top, and it is 1-0 to Bristol Rovers. Danny Rowe with the goal. Man, that ball carved us apart. Finley plays it over the top. Danny Rowe making that run. Oxlade Chamberlain caught sleeping, and it is 1-0, 34 minutes. Perfectly timed run. Yeah, work to do now. We are definitely on the bottom here. Kamaro Grant also has a yellow card already, because that is just what we do around here. We collect yellows, and Bristol Rovers makes it 2-0. Right. Not great. Danny Rowe again being a danger down this left-hand side. Oxlade Chamberlain almost got himself sent off and a penalty given up, but somehow doesn't make contact there, but they still get the goal out of it. And we go into halftime just like that, down 2-0 We have yet to really show up in this game. Although we are bossing possession, we have done absolutely nothing with it. Need a big improvement here in the second half. Highlight here to kick off the second half. Bristol Rovers were on the ball, but we've won it back. Can we find an early second half goal here to put us back in the game? Grant plays it up to Elise, who picks out Sharif back to Grant. Returns it to Sharif. Now O'Donnell was looking for Bob over the top, but the keeper is able to claim that one pretty easily. Their keeper plays it long. Grant heads it straight down to a Bristol player. Danny Rowe again working it down that left-hand side. But this time we do enough to thwart the danger, but they are on the ball. Oh no, it's 3-0. Again, our defense carved apart. This time it is Daniel Martin who is ball watching. And it's all coming apart here in this game. Just been absolutely terrible. We're into another highlight. I'm sure it's going to be another Bristol goal. We're certainly not going to be getting back in the game with passing like that. Long ball from their goalkeeper again. And we've won it. But we're forced all the way back to Mitchell. Come on, boys. Let's do something with it. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. This is terrible defending. We're making some subs. This is just terrible. Byrne is coming on for Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Watson on for Bob. But we have a corner that we have to deal with now. And apparently we deal with it. We do have a highlight here. We are on the ball with Grant. Bringing it forward, looking for options. He's going to play it over to his partner, Lise, who picks out Byrne, making a run on the right-hand side. He whips it across for Ewan Pollock. 1 goal back. We have to get 2 more. We have just under 30 minutes left in the game. Byrne with an instant impact. Delivering a great ball in, and Pollock squeezing it past the keeper. That is what we needed. Another Bristol highlight. They're on the ball. Can we win it back? We're having a lot of success down this left-hand side. But we do enough to stop them from advancing. Oh no. Are you kidding me? What has been this defending today? Absolutely terrible. It's 4-1. Just way too easy. No one picking up the runs today. We're going into another highlight, but the game is already over. Martin is making a good round down this left-hand side. He whips it across. Oh, Watson hits the post. Are you kidding me? Let's go ahead and make our final sub here. We're going to bring on Mo Toure for O'Donnell. Doesn't really matter at this point in time. 20 minutes left to play. We're down by 3. Having flashbacks to our FA Cup game against Halifax. Just did not show up today, and it could be 5-1. They hit the crossbar, and it falls, of course, to a Bristol player, and it is 5-1. We're going to go ahead and berate the team and let them know. I think a water bottle will be thrown after this game as well in the locker room. Yikes. We do have a corner looking for a late consolation goal, but we do not get it. It's still a 5-1, and there's the full-time whistle. Just an absolutely atrocious showing from the Spartans here today. Heads will be rolling in the team talk. We are back, and we have some transfer news. We brought in 3 players in on loan. 2 of them from Newcastle, as we have finally gotten a team to be our senior affiliate so we can sign players from them without having to pay their wage. First up, we have Sean Mavididi. Sure, that's what we're going with. An 18-year-old versatile attacker. He can play on the left, he can play on the right, or he can play down the middle. He is an 18-year-old Democratic Republic of the Congo Youth International. Has played 2 times for their U20 team. He looks like a real good player. I think he will be getting quite a bit of playing time here this second half of the season. Originally part of the Arsenal Academy, has spent the last 2 years with the Newcastle youth teams. Then we have Remy Savage. He can play center back or left back, but he will primarily be a backup center back. He's actually played 3 times for Newcastle. It gives us vital center back and left back depth, but mostly center back because our last signing, Liam Vincent, who we got on from Portsmouth, is a backup left back. Something that we really haven't had all season. We've been playing Cullinan and our youngster Liam Garside. So Daniel Martin can finally get some rest as we have a competent left back finally that can give him a rest. But yeah, he's from Portsmouth. He's had loans with Bromley and Tonebridge. Actually, he started off at Bromley and looks like he got loaned out to Tonebridge, where he made 18 appearances. And I'm just going to hope you didn't hear my dog barking in the background there. But we also had Jamie Clark go out on loan to Kings Lynn. Not really featuring much for us this season. And he was complaining about that and requested a loan, so we sent him out to Kings Lynn of the National League North, where he has made 2 appearances, 1 start, 1 off the bench, and has himself 2 goals. So that is what we have done so far. All 3 of the loanees are on loan without any wage contribution, because if you look at our finances, they're not good. We're spending about $50,000 over our wage budget, and I'm sure if we go over here, yeah, the board are not happy about our failure to work within the wage budget. We shouldn't get sacked from it, but it's not ideal to make the board unhappy. Looking at the team selection, Vincent goes straight into the lineup as Martin is looking a bit fatigued out there. But both Savage and Mavididi are on the bench today. Hickey comes in for Sharif. Watson in for Oscar Bob, who has been terrible for us this season. And Octaflix on the left. Let's go ahead and jump into this one. Let's have a much better performance today than our last game. Come on, the Spartans. Into our first highlight here, we are attacking. A good throw, and Pollock whips it across for Watson. How has that not gone in? Are you kidding me? That was definitely across the line. What did I just witness here? And we don't score off the ensuing corner. Where is a VAR when you need it? Or Hawkeye, that definitely crossed the line. I'm going to have to take a look back at that when I am editing the video. That definitely crossed the line. Come on. But we're into another highlight here. And Crawley are on the ball. They played over the top to Grant, who got himself a yellow card 1 minute into the game. So, yeah, great to see that. But we're on the ball here, working it down this left-hand side. O'Donnell picks out Pollock, who picks out Hickey. He plays it up to Watson. Oh, can't keep his shot down. That was another good opportunity. Another highlight, and we're on the ball again. Octaflix whips it across. Watson off the post. He cannot buy a goal this game. 3 good opportunities for Watson, yet to find the back of the net, even though I think one of them did cross the line. But another highlight, and this time Pollock hits the post, and it goes out for a goal kick. We are all over Crawley, but we're not finding a goal. Now Byrne whips in a corner. Lees, yes, it dipped in. 1-0 to the Spartans. That looked like it was going over, and then all of a sudden it just sank into the net. Look at that. Perfect header from Lees. Keeper could not get there in time. 1-0, let's go. And we go into halftime here with that 1-goal lead thanks to Toby Lees. Storyline again though, 3 first half yellow cards. I don't understand why we get carded so much. 5 fouls, 3 yellow cards. Crawley, 7 fouls, 0 yellow cards. Now obviously, not every foul is the same, but surely they've had at least 1 yellow card offense if we're getting carded this often. We are going to sub on Remy Savage for Kamaro Grant. Savage to make his debut here. And we're going to keep it like that for now. But I'm looking at J.J. O'Donnell as a potential player to get subbed off here early on in the second half as well. Warner Byrne whips it in, back post. This time Remy Savage with the goal. A goal on his debut, 3 minutes in. Let's go. Remy Savage. Byrne, another assist. Great job by Remy Savage right there. We are looking very, very good now. Free kick, Byrne whips it in. Oh, he was looking back post for Elise. It's headed away. Akaflex picks it up. Remy Savage returns it back to Akaflex. Can you whip it across? He does. He picks out Hickey, who picks out O'Donnell. What a save from the keeper there. Wow, a really, really good opportunity. And we're going to go ahead and make another substitution. Jonathan Bevan on for Rocky in midfield. And our final sub will see Mo Toure come on for J.J. O'Donnell. Just under 20 minutes left to play in the game. A 2-goal lead, and we're into another highlight. Crawley off the free kick, but J.J. O'Donnell picks it up, and wow, okay. Did not do well. Don't get a yellow card and get sent off. He doesn't make a silly challenge, but Crawley are still on the ball here. They whip in the cross, and they get a goal back. Are you kidding me? Our defense just switches off here, and Crawley make us pay. Yeah, it's 2-1, and the game just got interesting. Another highlight for the Spartans here. Remy Savage on the ball, plays it up to Bevan. He picks out Pollock, who plays it over to Akoflex. He picks out Vincent, who has his cross blocked. Bevan picks up that loose ball. He plays it into Watson. 3-1. What a ball from our midfielder, Jonathan Bevan and Niall Watson. Clinical finish, 3-1. Surely that seals the game. Beautiful. That was absolutely fantastic from Bevan. And there it is, the full-time whistle. A 3-1 victory for the Spartans. And once again, we pick up 5 yellow cards. They had 17 fouls and only got 1 card. That was in the very last minute of the game. But we got the 3 points. And I'll show you the league table in just a moment. So we are top of the table still. A 4-point lead over second place Bristol Rovers. Though if they get a victory in their game in hand, our lead will be just 1 single point. But I am very optimistic about our chances now. We added some squad depth. We are still a little bit light in central midfield, but we added depth and we added quality depth at that. Something that we didn't have all first half of the season. But that is where we're going to end it off here today. As always, make sure you leave the video a like down below. And if you are new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos coming to the channel. And until next time, it's been your Boyd147.